Megan. She's 28 years old, has a master's degree in counseling, but her current career consists of holding a spinning arrow sign for her father's accounting firm. While her high school friends are busy having sophisticated wine nights and planning Pinterest weddings, Megan is perfectly happy eating junk food and avoiding adult responsibilities. Her life hits a major speed bump at her best friend's wedding. Her high school sweetheart, Anthony, surprises her with a marriage proposal in front of everyone. Panicked and feeling suffocated, Megan spots her father cheating on her mother at the same party. Overwhelmed by the sudden reality of adult problems, Megan flees the scene and ends up at a grocery store, where she meets a group of teenagers who ask her to buy them alcohol. Instead of going home to face Anthony, Megan decides to lag for a while. She befriends one of the teens, Annika, and tells Anthony she's going to a week-long professional development seminar. In reality, she moves into Annika's bedroom, trading her fiancé for a sleeping bag and high school gossip. Everything is going great until she meets Annika's single father, Craig. Craig is a sharp-witted divorce lawyer who is immediately suspicious of the older girl hanging out with his daughter. He's the first person in years to actually see through Megan's bubbly exterior, and despite his initial skepticism, a spark begins to fly. He agrees to let her stay for the week, and Megan finds herself drawn to the very thing she was running away from, a real grown-up connection. As the week progresses, Megan and Craig spend more time together. Unlike Anthony, who treats Megan like a porcelain doll from high school, Craig treats her like a woman. They share deep conversations about divorce, disappointment, and the fear of the future. In one of the film's most charming scenes, they go out for a non-date that turns very romantic. Megan realizes that she hasn't been running away from commitment, she's been running away from a life that didn't fit her. Craig represents a new version of adulthood, one that isn't perfect but is honest. However, the clock is ticking on Megan's seminar, and she still hasn't told Anthony the truth. The dream begins to crumble when Annika's estranged mother reappears, causing a family crisis. Megan tries to use her counseling skills to help, but she realizes she's still playing at being an adult. To make matters worse, Anthony shows up, having discovered that the seminar doesn't exist. The truth comes out in a messy, public way. Craig is hurt that Megan lied about her life, and Anthony is devastated that his future wife has been hiding in a teenager's house. Megan is forced to face the fact that you can't lag forever. She returns home, prepares for a wedding she doesn't want, and tries to go back to her old life. On the night of her birthday party, Megan looks at Anthony and realizes that while he's a good guy, they're only together because of history, not chemistry. She finally finds the courage to tell him it's over. She also confronts her father about his cheating, realizing that the people she thought were perfect adults are just as messy as she is. Free from the expectations of her past, she realizes there is only one person who actually makes her want to grow up. She races back to Craig's house, not to hide, but to start something real. Megan arrives at Craig's door and delivers a heartfelt apology. She admits she's a work in progress, and Craig, who has been doing his own fair share of lagging since his divorce, accepts her. The movie ends with Megan finally taking a real step forward. She isn't holding a sign anymore. She's taking a chance on a career and a relationship that actually feels like her own. She's finally caught up to her own life, proving that it's never too late to stop lagging and start living. And that's the end of Laggies. If you enjoyed this romantic recap, don't forget to like and subscribe for more movies about the messiness of love. See you next time.